Hi folks, this is Jay. Hope you're okay today. Last video, and then just getting on. Gonna have my dinner and then get on writing a book. And I just want to share with you something about my work on coming out of atheism. Some Christians have probably watched the channel and think, Jay, this is some of the things you do and say are just crazy. Like, for example, the video where I say the historic victory, Aaron ran my historic victory, and things like that. You know, titles like that. And sometimes I've done some really far out stuff. But a lot of stuff I've done scholarly stuff. I've done Bible teaching, etc. But it's a bit quirky sometimes, and sometimes it's been a bit aggressive with the atheist. And you're probably thinking, well, what's going on? And people are probably thinking, what's going on? And basically, I felt the need to confront something. I felt that before 9/11, atheists were just ordinary people who didn't believe in God, and that was it. But after 9/11, the atheists became very bitter, very dogmatic, and they became a powerful hate group. And they mobilized in the media, using YouTube and using mass media, and they became very vicious. They claimed to be normal people, but they hadn't. They become a very powerful, dogmatic, bitter group of people, and they began to savage Christianity. And I just felt that no one was standing in the gap against this viciousness, and so I felt obliged to stand up to them. Now, because I'm a bit of a character, because you can't put me into a kind of like bag, I have done some silly things. I've made some silly videos, some really funny videos, and I did start off when I wasn't well about 2 years ago. I wasn't well, and I made 1 or 2 videos that the atheist, exploited, and I wasn't well. But over the time, I've got better and better. I've got more healing and whatever. But I've just felt the need to confront this dogmatism of this powerful, dogmatic, vicious, nasty kind of new atheism. And I just felt the need to confront it, and that is why I've continued to. I've kept saying to myself, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. At the same time, there's a lot of atheists out there that are good people, kind people. They're much more wiser. They're much more normal people. You can rationalize with them. You can talk with them, and I respect those kind of atheists. But unfortunately, there's a very powerful, dogmatic, vicious group of atheists that are just out to savage Christianity, from some intellectuals to the YouTubers, and it's a very powerful, dogmatic, bitter group. And what's happened is for the last 2 years, I've just come right up against that. And when you come up against that, they will savage you, and they have tried everything they can to savage me. They've tried to malign me. They've tried to, when they lose debate, when they lose in arguments or whatever, they try all sorts of tactics. They've done everything they can to destroy me and bring me down. And even when they lose, they're not gracious in defeat. They can't accept defeat. And that is what I've been trying to do, And if it's come out quirky, if it comes out, it doesn't seem a bit Christian, well, I'm sorry, but this was a powerful group, and it was out to savage the church. It was out to savage Christianity in the West. And my little channel was one of the very few who took them head on, not just making posh videos, but I just took them head on, and I confronted them with this aggression, and I said, you're not doing this, and I did it, and that hopefully in that process I've alerted people to this. Many Christians will probably think, I don't get this, Jay, and they've stood by it. But that's where it was coming from. So only a handful of people in our Western culture would have realised what I was trying to do. And I've tried to reach out to atheists as well. I've shared the gospel, I've shared Bible, the word, and I've tried to do cultural things and things like that. But I did try to confront this aggressive, nasty, powerful group, and they are very, very powerful, and they're very powerful. They're powerful on YouTube, and I took them on. But that's as much as I can do. At least I've warned people. I hope if you're a journalist, a philosopher, an artist, someone in public life, that you would take the fight on, that you would take the fight on to these aggressive, powerful atheists, and that you would take them on. But I'm just a YouTuber, a small name, a bit quirky, you know, and I've tried my best in the best way I possibly can. You know, some of the crazy titles are just trying to alert people, to get people's attention, to see that there is this culture of powerful, aggressive subculture of atheists who are out to destroy Christians and Christianity, and they're doing it in a very vicious and nasty way, and a very underhanded way. And it's not to say that the you know, there are many wise, sensible, nice atheists out there. You know, they're fine. I've no problem. But I just tried to warn people against this powerful, dogmatic, vicious group of atheists. And I've done what I can. I've stood up to them. I've made myself look silly sometimes, you know, but if it's brought people's attention, if it's got them to see that there are these people like Aaron Ra and people like that who are just too aggressive, too dogmatic, then at least I've done my job, you know. And it's up to you now as philosophers, judges, politicians, journalists, Christians, theologians, more sensible atheists, more sensible people, to take the fight on, to extend the fight to them, and to say, no, we're not allowing this aggressive, dogmatic, vicious atheism around today. We're not tolerating that. You know, it's just not on. And I hope people begin to take, you know, write books, write novels, write plays, write poems, do political activism, and challenge this aggressive atheism. And I hope in a small way I've planted a seed which starts a movement of people saying, no, enough's enough. We don't want this aggression. We don't want this anymore. This is not the way we want to conduct ourselves. And I tried to do my best. And I hope I did something, and I hope people get a blessing out of some of the things I've done, Bible teaching and talks about books that I've read. Okay, thank you for listening. Sorry to bother you. Have a good day. Take care. I'm just trying to help you to see another reason why I've been doing the work on atheism and felt called just to keep going. But there comes a point where if you continue to be like that, then they will only drag you down, and in the end, one has to do more positive things, you know, and I do need to concentrate more and more on doing more positive things, and so my influence is only, I only have a little bit of influence on YouTube, just a small, it's peanuts, it's not even on the radar. But if you have got more influence, I hope that you take it further. You know, that you not aggressive, in a nice, kind way, but in a firm way, you take the battle publicly to this aggressive atheism. So that's it really, and I did my best. I tried my best. The atheist will continually to savage me, continually to attack me, continually to edit my videos and make me look stupid, and continue to rehash some of my videos and try to make me look stupid, try to ignore me and as if I'm not, don't bother with him, because they find me a threat, so they don't want to pay too much attention to me. So they play a very shrewd game in that way. But for all the spin about me, all the demonization against me, I hope some people at least see what I was trying to do. That I was trying to warn people against and confront this dogmatic, aggressive, nasty kind of atheism. And I did my best. Alright, take care. God bless.